Nyantechwa maybe am discover free Europe akoma ebusuafo for Ghana no me use tap send no fee mobile money transfer easy convenient fast and sound so you free won't you hwe me discover ye mapim tap send entienne also download the tap send app no ewo mobile phone so free na fesika komo ebusuafo for Ghana fa na nyina tap send papa no
check now. Check it. The beat is real. Don't wait, make it kill ya. Get your green select glucometer and check it. Sugar level, check it. Green select glucometer, check it. Sugar level, check it. Reselect glucometer. Everybody check now. This advert has been vetted and approved by the FDA.
Emre tudu nani etena ka mu kwantin akotonyo mabegu ye shop mu se ubenya ni nyina ofako enno so ya asem foforo owo so to mfa sika swane ne mpatamu anase achimota lapa se kosi nsawam. Jimmy Dale is your one-stop shop distribution for wholesale and retailers. Safa drinks, insure, enyane, anasa ade bia wo pe bia. So ukoton ko ade a enye bia wo se wutu mu a eye Jimmy Dale. You can locate Jimmy Dale Ventures at Giga Junction inside Soto. Or call us now on 0208-920-996. Jimmy Dale Ventures, the official sponsor for Sammy Flex TV.
Alright, so this is the time that when we sit, we discuss all the happenings in our showbiz space. And I'm talking about the pertinent happenings, aka the necessary and the important happenings in our showbiz space. And we discuss them with people from around the world. Everybody hooked up here on Sammy Flex TV. It is called Showbiz Daily. It is a daily show every weekday evening from 8:30 p.m. GMT. We talk about show business and nothing else. And the fact is that this is the only platform where gentlemen sit. It is not about just someone ranting. We sit and we jaw. We discuss ideas. We trade knowledge. And we want you to be part of it. Why don't you join us every day? Subscribe to our channel and know that we do this every weekday from 8:30 p.m. GMT, Ghana time. And from wherever you are, I know you've been watching it. Big ups to all our viewers from around the world. You guys are dope. You are the reason every day we have our chairs seated here on the show. My name is Sammy Flex. Welcome to the show. That is the Wednesday's edition, midweek action on Sammy Flex TV. And I'm here with my charges, Nana Reagan, already in your shots. In Team Dode, Solomon is also in the middle. And I have Young Barrister. Young Barrister is also here for us to do our show. Young Barrister is also one of the greatest leaders for Beam Nation, aka Benetton Music Group A. Now, is Benetton Music still should we still make reference to them?
Yes.
After signing Def Jam? That question I wanted to ask. I don't know why I missed it on the day.
It's a partnership deal.
You sure?
It's a partnership deal, yes.
So, can someone say Benetton Music artist without making reference to Def Jam and it will be taken cool?
Yes.
It will be taken cool?
Yes. Like he said, you can, if you want to...
Oh, Stoneboy mentioned it?
Yes, if you want to book him, you can book him.
I remember he said that during the xylophone signing. But I've not heard him say that for...
He said
the same thing again.
You can book him through...
Benetton Music or Def Jam?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Then I'm sure I have been answered perfectly and aptly as well. So you can also say same thing anytime when you are not going to be seen as causing any trouble. You are not going to be seen as causing any confusion. Young Barrister is also a lawyer to be, but he's a young one. That's why he's a young barrister. He's not yet a lawyer, a young barrister. When he grows, he'll become the old barrister. Tim Dode is also online manager here at Sammy Flex TV or Flex Entertainment, and he's also a digital content strategist. Nana Reagan, he's a blogger, journalist. He writes for SammyFlexTV.com, talent manager and a promoter here on Sammy Flex TV. And to the boys at the back, Digital Rasta is Currency Richie Flex, Lapigi and Emmanuel for Lapigi, as well as Gideon Lee Lamteson. Oh, I wanted to play Kojo King's appreciation videos. Damn, I forgot. I wanted to play it, but Kojo is simply saying thank you to Professor Ankonan Rebel for instituting what he calls the best pundit of the quarter. The first winner so far is Kojo King. Kojo King has won it. He's taken his envelope. He's enjoying it. Oh, okay. So Richie has got it. Richie, then let's listen to it briefly. To those who might not know that on Showbiz Daily, we have instituted what we call the best pundit of the quarter. This is a segment sponsored by one of our followers, aka Professor Ankonan Rebel, and you guys should help him always identify who is the best pundit for the quarter. Yesterday I saw some people voting Derek Money as the best pundit on the show. So today, who is going to be the best pundit for today? Professor Ankonan Rebel will be putting them together, and in the quarter he brings the dollars, I do the presentation. But I'm also going to be a pundit because I want to win. I want to win $100. Okay, so let's watch Kojo's appreciation video to Ankonan Rebel, and when we come back, we start the show. And thank God I've remembered. Yesterday was Richie Rich. Yesterday was his birthday, aka Philip, in somewhere Missouri in America. happy belated birthday to you. In fact, we didn't get a date yesterday, so forgive us for not wishing you happy birthday. I'm sure the rest of the guys will also wish you a special one, belated though, but still you are part of the family. So let's go catch the appreciation video from Kojo King, first winner of the best pundit of the quarter on Showbiz Daily, Sammy Flex TV. Before we open up, we'll be talking about Anama Mcbrown today. She is in the news. We'll be talking about Edem. Edem is also in the news. We'll be talking about Wendy Shay. Wendy Shay is also in the news. And again, Kodet is also in the news. These are the four personalities. We will be having discussions on their trade, on their brands, and on their images. Watch this. When I come back, the show begins.
Professor Ankunam Rebel. Rebel Anunkwan. Professor Ankunam Rebel. Rebel Anunkwanam. Is serious. Kojo King, you can say Yamin Shaw, or support Adema Sammy Flex TV, and the crew. Which I say, and yes, Oba Ebiti Kakenemono, when you kunya and what initiative a year winner, best pundit of the quarter, and first award going to me. Nyameka say Maniji, the Awayama men hopa, and I really appreciate it. Attaching Makoma. Asanso attach me so na media nijie ana eje saa achede no eno nti ehun hira bebre na eba so nyame kan se nyame hira dwumadi bia wodi wa manone no nyankopon enye ne kese nanso ne ye ohaw ne amane de yetwitwa fi wa kwan mu nyina yani age ne awoyama na esese koso a ne tenetene ne enkoyi ne awo ne yenya adwini na aka ho ene ye emwa. So for the first award I'm a pundit of the quarter on Sammy Flex TV, Kojo King Nyame can say, Professor Ankona Rebel, you do all. May God richly bless you exceedingly and abundantly. Shout out, boss.
This is what dollars can do. Dollars can let you record long videos. Yeah, so once again, congratulations to Kojo King and thank you to Prof. Ankona Rebel. Now, let's move on to today's business and no time to waste at all. Wendy Shay has been doing something. I don't know whether it is something followers would condemn or they would comment. And I want us to make it open so we can have a discussion. Ever since Osinachi, the gospel singer who died from what people term as husband abuse from Nigeria, Wendy Shay is coming out with a song called Survivor. And in the song, she keeps talking about the men who have been abusing women. And anytime she gets the slightest opportunity to be on any stage, she will use the F word on the so-called men. People think, okay, she is on an advocacy. So let's take it like that. When it comes to advocacy, you have to come strong. Others also think, no, to be on the stage and teach people just to be saying F might not be the way to go. Like, if a man is abusing you, fuck him. Like, what should they do? Why is she not talking about that by the F-U? Others are saying, yes, advocacy is brutal, advocacy is hard. So let's allow her to do it. I have two videos. And these are recent videos on platforms. First was on the VGMA platform, and the next one he went to somewhere in the Western region to perform same act. Let's watch these videos. When I come back, I ask my people that should this be accepted as the right advocacy, or maybe the approach is not the best. Watch it. I'll be right back.
So the next song I'm about to perform was recorded some weeks ago. After hearing the death of the Nigerian gospel singer Osinachi. May her soul rest in peace. Now, ladies, listen. I think it's about time we say F you to guys who don't deserve our love. Some of them are coma. You're gonna give your love to someone over Jojo. All of my broken hearts. And look what your question is saying. Fuck you. I'm a survivor. I'm a soldier. I'm a survivor. It's maintain it's your mother. At the pop and pass at the smoke my kush.
Well, so that was the performance from the Western region and the one on the VGMA stage. And advocacy, that's good for a lady to start this perfect idea. But is the approach right? Maybe I'll start with lawyer, young barrister. Lawyer, what do you think about the approach and how Wendy is handling it? I think video evidence here to support what you want to say.
Greetings to our, regular viewers, and then thanks so much for always having me. This episode, if not for the respect I have for the platform, I would have made it because I'm actually seriously.
Oh, you're not well.
Yes.
Oh, sorry about that. Sorry.
Because I love the platform so much. And the comments keeps, coming in.
Nobody has given you fire yet, eh?
Not really.
They have to welcome you. They have to welcome you. They have to. I have to call some people to welcome you. They have to organize. You have to gang people.
We have been through the fire in those this time, so we are immune to it. All right. With Wendy Shay, one would have thought that an artist coming up from rough town, she would have been nurtured very well. Looking at the records of rough town and what the repertoire stands for, or what the management stands for. But we realize that she keeps on making certain childish moves and childish comment that is not well organized when you look at the kind of artist she's becoming. If you want to, let's say, go on a tangent like trying to advocate for, let's say, is it domestic violence?
Yes, domestic violence, domestic abuse or domestic violence.
Yes. You don't go out trying to say that if you think that you are abusing somebody, it's like you are not even someone who has experienced that. If she has experienced that, then she can be speaking out of experience that she was in so and so relationship and this is how she was treated, so she's taking a certain stance against such bullies or men who maltreat women. But if, let's say, the second video that she even made a comment that if you give your heart to a man who gives you heartbreak, and heartbreak doesn't qualify abuse. If we are dating and I say I'm no more interested, it doesn't mean, and it's emotion. If I say I'm not interested and you feel so sad and so broken, have not abused you. It's decisions that we have all agreed on, if I'm right. So if you go out,
sometimes the ladies might not agree though.
For sure. It's like that. Even divorce, not one party will not even agree to it. But at the end of the day, because it's a legal requirement, you would have to agree at a certain point. So as an artist going to that lane, if it is for the trend, we will probably be forgiven. But if it is for a particular reason where you think that you are trying to make a statement for ladies who are suffering, you need to come out properly. There are quarters, there are a lot of organizations that are fighting for these ladies. And who says men do not also go through this domestic abuse? There are a lot of men that are going through it because they are not talking. We think that it's only the women. Men are the most people who are dying out of this domestic violence. Because we feel like men are stronger, they keep quiet and they are dying. Each if you take a survey, if you do the research, you realize that men out of 10, you get 6 men dying out of domestic violence.
I see.
Yeah, when you take the records. But they do
like
not.
Men are abused more.
Men are more abused.
Physically or what?
Both physically.
Oh wow.
Yes, but you don't. Yes, that you say
The
so.
media is painting different
Yes, so
men are abused physically.
yes.
Oh how?
So let me give you an example. Let me give you. Let me give you an example. So let me just give an example. There was this happened in Volta region. There was a man who died, and it was the wife. Now, they used to have this on and off misunderstanding, and family members would advise the man to leave the woman. The woman is not treating you well because of the way sometimes the arguments, the insult, the hand throws were not helping you. So you should. Then the only response the man will say is that she gives me good sex. That was the only thing the man was in for. So one day,
after the slaps, he will go and take orgasm.
One day there was another instance, and they were making, and the woman just took a stone, threw it at the man. That was the end.
He died.
He died. If you think I'm lying, contact Kisagbekle.
Yeah.
She's a relative to the person.
To the man.
Yeah.
Ha!
And Kisa is my sister. So if you think that things are not happening to men who are suffering from domestic violence, and you come out and say that only women, yes, women, because we think that they are
the weaker vessel,
yes,
like
they are more fragile, they are to be pampered. So immediately one happens, you can take one case, let's say, or let's say two. When a man abuses a woman right now and it comes online,
the media space, yeah,
the same case, a woman abuses a man, which one would fly more?
The man abusing the woman.
Obviously.
Yeah, so as an artist, I don't think that you have the platform to verbally abuse people who you think that are not helping your...
What advice can you give as the right approach? As you wrap up?
Yeah. I think the best advice to give to an artist like a Caliber is that, okay, if you think that this is becoming rampant, if it is a song you are going to do, write a very good song to preach. There is always time to educate people. There are men who are abusing their women. They don't even know that they are abusing them. So you can just have a way of educating these men. You can just have a way of, speaking to people who are counselors to, continue to do more in terms of these marital affairs and stuff. So you don't come out sounding so childish like that.
I see. Thank you, young barrister. Let me go on to Intim Dodi Solomon Chamo. Let me listen to what his review will be on Wendy Shay's recent performances and the fact that she is on Advocacy for Women and the words, the attacks on stage. Yes, Chamo.
Yeah. The sad thing is that when these people decide to do advocacy, most of them don't do any research or learn more about the subject that they want to do for. Yes. The one man, Thomas So, he calls them the self-appointed anointed ones. That's why
self-appointed anointed ones.
Yes.
Okay.
They are anointed and they think they can rescue the others through their means, advocacy and other stuff. Yes, it's good when you think something is wrong and you want to talk about it or influence people to do the right thing. It's not a bad thing to do, but you have to do it right so that you will not, instead of you helping, you will rather be worsening the whole situation. That's what Wendy Shay is doing. Even to say that if you give your heart to a man and he gives you broken heart, say F you. I mean, what are broken heart and domestic violence and F you? What is the link? What is the correlation? I mean,
oh, fuck you, no, giant.
and she thinks that will work. That's the point. After any time that you are about to say it, ask yourself, will this thing work? If they say fuck you, they will receive more beatings. So don't encourage. If you are making their case worse. There are people who are still in and enduring it. So what are you going to say to convince such people to get out or defend themselves? That's what you should be focusing on.
Preaching on how to get out of it or how to defend yourself either legally or other means. Yeah.
Yes, that's what you should talk. You should be talking about. So that's why if she was serious, if she is serious and wants to do this, she should be taking lessons from experts or some people advising her, not through formal means. Yes, we have the formal way of doing things like going to school or whatever. No, you can call somebody that you think they know more about it. People that you think based on what they are doing, they can give you more information. After that, then you come out and say something that people will say, oh, okay, the way you are doing it, we think you are on the right path. But to stand on stage and tell people that when they do that, just tell them, F you. You are not helping them. You want them to die. Some people will go and say fuck you and they will beat them till they die. And the sad part is that, not that we have a very stringent laws against those who are doing that, but they are still doing it. In fact, even the shame that they suffer when they do it and we throw light on them, it's really big. Society will even punish them for doing such things wherever it happens, but people are still doing it. So instead of us focusing on when after the act, we should be asking ourselves, why are they not stopping? Some people will make it simple and say that, oh, it's because we are living in a men's world. The men are the ones dominating and judging. That's why nothing happens to them. No. Something happens to people who have done it, who have committed this crime, but it's still going on. So it goes beyond just punishing people. People should have mindset change kind of. People should have certain kind of lifestyle. But you can't just start it by just maybe insulting them or punishing them. Because for those who do it after even punishment, the whole thing is the psychological effect of optimism bias. They know that when they do it, maybe nothing will happen to them. Or they will do it well that they won't suffer any consequences. Okay. So we should go beyond giving words like fuck them and whatever the way.
And then she was teaching the crowd. Like, say it.
She just want some of them to die, especially those who are not ready to even.
And these are people in smaller towns, so
yes,
aka villages.
Yes, especially those who are in such situations and they don't know how to even come out.
Yeah.
There are some men, no matter what, they will do it. So forget about that man. We should concentrate on the one suffering such an abuse. How she can get out or defend herself legally. Like, tell them that if something like that happens to you, go to police station, go to this place, go that's what you should be telling them, not to tell them to fuck you. No, they will die. They will beat them for them to die. And they will not even know that they had an option to go to police station.
Yes. Yes.
Or to tell an elderly person to tell them what to do.
Yeah.
So when they say, yes, this is good if you appoint yourself to go for such a course, like trying to influence people to stop bad behavior. Good. But before you do such a thing, you have to consult. Talk to some people that can help. Give you proper information to give to others, because you have a platform, you can influence people. You should be careful how you do it. And don't do it anyhow. So to me, it's a good intention, but as we say, the unintended consequences of your good intention could be counterproductive.
Okay.
So she should be careful.
All right, thank you. I think you've also heard it from Chamo, my second speaker for the day. Now, we're going to wrap up this, then we move on to the next discussion. I've told you.
But let me ask, there was a video that came out, I think on Adum TV or Adum. They used to have this program where they invite family who are having problems. And there was a man who was accusing the wife of urinating and putting it under and the woman slapped right in front of the people around.
Studio, in the radio
woman
studio.
slapped the man. And I was asking a question, what happens to that woman till today?
She was only made to come apologize. I remember there was a video today.
But if it was the man who slapped that woman that day, probably today that man is sleeping in
cells or something. I think I agree. Yes, so Nana Regan will speak to this, then we wrap up. But feel free, what do you also think about the advocacy is perfect. I'm not sure I would encourage any man to beat a woman. I have given birth to all girls. I will not do that. In fact, I have not done that in my life. I've never done that. The best I can do is to hit the ass small. That one. That one is not possible. Now when the dog is doing it, I hit the ass small. I'm done. Keep quiet. That's the only hit I have hit a woman. Well, the approach. Nana, what are you so adding?
First of all, Sammy, I want to say a big shout out and a happy birthday to Kwame Dazi.
Yeah.
A belated one to Richie as well. I mean, Richie. And a family.
Yeah. You had the date, eh?
No, okay. I didn't even know until you mentioned it. But I mean, I think this is a brilliant advocacy for any influencer or celebrity to embark on. But I think that she's getting some things wrong. Or maybe she's in a rush in the way she is going about it. For instance, if Wendy had sat down to do more research about this thing, he wouldn't have been speaking to, you know, boyfriend-girlfriend relationships and broken hearts and all of those things. Because we all know, I mean, what Chemo and Barrister is saying about some men also being abused is a fact. When you go to Dovsu, there are so many reports there like that, but people don't throw light on those things for people to know that, oh, okay, in their money being so just to throw them issue, you know. But yeah, no, it happens. That's something. It happens. We are in a society where even the men themselves can't even show it when they are going through stuff like that. That is the sad part. When he is going through it, he can never show. He can't even share the story to a close friend. But the women will go and cry to a friend, go and cry to a mother, go and cry to a father. So if she is not even willing to go and report to the police, somebody might even go and report or go and have a conversation and say, oh, this person is suffering this abuse from the husband. Then the whole thing will start circulating like that. And then she'll be getting public sympathy, family sympathy and all of that. So I think Wendy should sit down, I mean, go back to the drawing board and then get some things right. I mean, the foul words she is using in the advocacy
and teaching people to be saying it.
It's so bad. This is one advocacy a corporate body would love to
even join,
associate themselves with and then do proper campaigns for it.
Do it in a more refined manner.
You see, but if you use those foul languages, the FU and all of that, I mean, maybe she thinks she's saying those words to get the media's attention or to get some eyeballs. But I mean, this is a serious issue, a serious topic that you want to address. So you need to go all out in your professionalism and deal with it like that. Don't just be trying to be a bit, you know,
shady about
it, and then you be using certain language and all of that. I mean, he should this thing. I was even expecting that she is in the camp of late Ebony. Ebony has a song that touches on domestic violence,
with a very beautiful video.
So you could have even maybe sit down with management.
I'm sure she's about to do something because she has a song called The Survivor. She's about to do something. Yesterday she posted a video, so a photo which showed that she was on set. And even in the photo, she was seen with some smoke. I don't know the approach though, but something like that was online yesterday.
I don't know what maybe Starboy, that's late Ebony's father, would respond to, how he is going to respond to some of these things. But me, I prefer, or I would suggest that they use the Mamesha song, because the Mamesha song comes with that emotions and it carries that message.
No, she would want to put out a different message. She wouldn't want to do Mamesha. That one would be too some way, because if she does that, it will.
No, I'm not saying she shouldn't do any other thing, but you see, out of I know Wendy Shay respects Ebony very, very well.
Yeah.
I mean, for you to even come up with let's say an idea or a project that pays homage or respect to the late Ebony, and then in that regard, maybe you want to use the Mamesha song to talk to people about domestic violence and how women should respond to it, how women should run away, or like in a very professional way. But the way she is going about it is just like any artist getting on stage to say something to get media attention, bloggers writing captions for out of the show and all of that. But you know, it looks like the proper mindset of getting down to the issue is not there.
I see.
So she should just sit down, relax, and then, you know, come up with proper ideas.
Even if she tries, she will fail.
If she does what?
If she tries to organize stuff like that, she will fail.
She should just put in her song. That's all.
Well, in fact, let me enter into Sammy Flex, the Pandit zone. So I'll also be eligible for the awards. Fact is that Wendy Shay is my girl. Like everybody knows, I love Wendy Shay so much. I like what she's doing, but on 2 occasions that I've seen her talking about this all the time, I cringe. And I think the first time she finished, Tilly Okianipa, One Play Africa, asked my opinion about Wendy Shay's act, and I said yes, she had a very fantastic performance. That was when she sang a cappella, or better to the vocal version or the strings version of the song Survivor. The points, the lyrics, everything in there, they were good. But on the stage, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. At the end of the day, it won't sell. And like Chemo is saying, you are teaching the girl in the Western region that when she gets what? Broken heart, he should go and say what? Fuck you. At that time that there is broken heart, you should know that both partners are angry. If I'm angry and you come and tell me fuck you, I also fuck you back. And we won't like the results. So please, good advocacy, but wrong approach.
The broken heart couple, it doesn't even come in here at all. I mean, broken hearts. Boys are also suffering broken hearts. Do you know what is happening to some of them?
Well, thank you guys for your wonderful and brilliant submissions here on the first topic. Now let's move on to the next one. Still on that negative vibe agenda, Adam is in the news. Adam is talking. Adam is saying that when it comes to our space, and yesterday there was a similar topic from Stoneboy. So I'm happy that we are still addressing that issue till we are done with it. Like we want to uproot it from ground. Adam is also saying that when it comes to our space, because there is lack of resources, people are using negativity to sell. In the media space, if you are positive, you won't get numbers. If you are negative, you get the numbers. You want clicks, you have to write a negative headline. That is what Adam is saying. What can they do to also capitalize on that now that they know? Because yesterday, Stoneboy was on the same tangent that Charlie, negative energy, bad energy, agenda. You can't stop it. Now that internet is even becoming very, very common. Small money, one Ghana cedi, you can buy internet. You cannot stop the negative thing. What can they do? And here I want my people to be very practical. What can they do to also tap in that energy, whether positive or negative, to sell? I think I saw a comment on our YouTube platform on yesterday's edition where we talked about Stoneboy's thing. Said, why are these people still complaining? Why are they not tapping in, having a way to also monetize or having a way to also capitalize on this negativity around? Watch this video of Eden. I think he was talking to Kobiche and some other people in the studio, and we will also do the analysis on it. I'll be right back.
Do you know what the perception about you in the media is?
No.
Okay, I'll tell you that. You've given me a lot tonight. So tell me about you in the media is.
No.
Okay, I'll tell you that. You've given me a lot tonight. So tell me. You're seen as this incredibly smart gentleman who understands what he's doing and what he says.
And I think that's a problem because people don't want to do business with me. Promoters don't want to call me for shows. Promoters, I'll be damn guy. Hit me up. Hit me up. This year, I'm playing every show, every gig. Hit me up. Don't say because Adam is smart. The only thing we say, I don't like to be fooled. And my team doesn't like it either. But we are cool people. We are approachable. So hit us up.
You can negotiate things fairly.
We can negotiate. And quite unfortunately, we are all about the music. You know, we not go fee come on gun, or we not go fee slap somebody, or we not go fee do any crazy stuff.
Yeah.
We are all about the music. So hit us up.
You can't pull a Glock?
No.
That's not you?
No,
Never?
I can't pull a Glock.
You haven't slapped anyone before? Never?
Have I slapped? I've slapped one person before. That was because they did what no African should do. Disrespected my mom.
Oh yeah.
You know, but it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyways, new music out, Ma Chérie.
Yeah. Did what no African should do. Disrespected my mom.
Oh yeah.
You know, but it wasn't the right thing to do.
Yeah.
You know.
Anyways, new music out, Ma Chérie.
Yeah.
All right, so in another interview, Adam was still talking about some of these happenings. Now, I would want us to go watch another video which will come to affirm and confirm what I'm talking about. Then we can start a discussion. Let's get it right here.
And I'm saying stuff and I'm thinking, what kind of legacy this will? And I'm saying stuff and I'm thinking, what kind of legacy this will leave for my son or somebody will be connected to me. So I for really just think before I operate, you know. And even spiritually, words be so powerful. So you might as well be planting the positive ones, you know. Because that's the way the talk say, 2016, I said I want to host VGMA. Then 2022, I did on that carpet. Then somebody pulled the tweet for me. So that is the reason, even if somebody tells you that you will not make it, you for there and then rebuke and say it's a lie, I will make it. Because when you don't, but if you don't give it a rebuttal, the word, of course, the word go, words they settle and they germinate and they take seed and then they bear fruit, you know. So that be usually my train of thought. And I believe, say, in spaces like this, when negativity day, it is because resources are limited. So people, they use negativity as an alternative for marketing. Don't be anything. If I go this side, even though you're no good, there you go, give me something. You know, it's crazy. Wow. It's crazy.
Okay, so that was the second video to support what we are talking about. Adam also talking about negativity, but we are not condoning negativity, not at all. What I mean is that it will be hard for them to say, oh, they've mentioned it, so it is gone, or so it will go. It will not go. What can they do to prevent, or what can they do to also maximize profit, maximize impact from this? Chebo will start this for me on this one. Assembly ending, Chebo.
Yeah, very interesting. I mean, when things switch a bit and you know the sea top, and then this is not it's not so uncommon to see some of these comments from those who are not winning.
It's a comment from those who are not winning.
Oh, of course. If they are not seeing top, that's how they will talk about it. They are not winning in terms of the numbers that they think they deserve, but they are not getting. And now they are giving reasons that it's because of negativity and they are not willing to go there. But negativity, even from the day Jesus Christ came on this earth, it was there. And it's still here with us, and it will continue
to be here.
Yes, continue to be here. So just saying it will not change anything. But there's market for that, for negativity, and there's market for also positivity in the way that he will define the positivity thing. But at any point in time, people will go for something that they think they want to see or watch or whatever, based on their mood, what will make them happy and all that. In fact, even if you come to our music space, at some point we were saying that familiar of all people, there be a and whatever. But he is part of people in the space are among for penning. If a negative song, as people were saying, that there be a rehonium now open. Among for para honima, Mungotie, Kwame na MP, there be our boy and Kwame na MP, any song that you see Kwame na MP in, you will see that vibe, party kind of song there that day. And familiar will also go the opposite way, and they were all getting their numbers. So the complaint, I don't know why he's complaining in the first place. You can go to the negative market if you think you are good there. If you are not, as based on what he's saying, go to the positive market, and that's the market that you have. You will be restricted to that. It's as simple as that. But you can also try and blend it and be in the game, because we are in a competitive world, and even the creative space is even more competitive. So if you want to play the game and win, or if you want to be in the market, then you should be ready to learn and know how people are making it. So you go through the same thing. So if, let me take his thing, if it is true that negativity sells, now who is winning? Let's say Black Sheriff currently, based on his song. Okay, why? Ask yourself why people like Black Sheriff and the kind of song that he's doing. After that, can ask yourself again, can I do the same? If yes, then you are in the game. If no, then accept it. You can't do it. So accept it as it is. And you'll be okay. We have said this here before. In fact, I have said this here before. If you don't know your level and also accept it as it is, you will never be happy. There are certain things that no matter what you can't do. So if you know that, oh, this one there, me, I know say me, it will be my level, I can't do it. You will be okay. But if you say, oh, they should do better things so that one, no. It means you can't do, but you don't want to accept it, so they should also stop it. And it's a kind of culture that we shouldn't encourage. In fact, it was in the school that I was in, for instance. If you learn too much, people will laugh at you because a lot of people don't want to learn. So if you are learning, it's like you are putting pressure on them. So they will give negative comments. I don't want to feel in here. I don't know how to I don't want to like negative comments. But when they meet people like us, our rebuttal will let them think, because you tell them that no, we didn't come here to play. You can fool if you want to, but my option to get out of my state is to learn. So if you want to fool, fine.
Go ahead and fool.
Go ahead and fool.
That's your option.
But but don't come and give me that negative energy, as he's saying, for me to also fool. No.
Like you are foolish. So
you don't fool. No. It's kind of options. And if you are so strong about where you stand, forget about them, push yours, and let's see what happens. That's how the game is. So me, the practical advice that I will give him is simple. Look at how the game is going and why they are winning. If you can do so, do it. If for some reason you think, okay, they are fooling, or your conscience will not allow you to go that direction, stay in your lane. And you will be okay. When you are so satisfied that you have done your best and the result that you are getting is what you deserve, you are okay. Even if those in quote fooling are getting more than you, you are still okay, because you know that you have done your best and you get the results that you think you deserve. If he can go that way, he will be so okay. And then try to improve what you think you can do best and the way people will accept you. The way the market is right now is no more about you giving them whatever. It's about the consumer's behavior will detect what you should do. If you forget about that thing and you
consumer's behavior will determine
what you should do. Yes. But if you want to take it opposite, that whatever you do, the consumer should take it, you will be disappointed. Some will not tell you, but they won't take it. So you come back and complain when you do a good song, cry, you people you don't like the way the abortion was
coded.
Oh yeah, coded at the time was lamenting, say, or bonum pa yem fa one no. But no more pay, no more fa, and you won't now be determine what is good for them. So if you want to be in the space, that you go according to what is happening within that particular time. Or you are so strong about what you have, so convince people to accept what you are giving them. That's the true way. But convincing people to accept what you are giving them is the most difficult thing to do.
You need more energy.
You need more resources. You need more of everything to convince people to accept what you have for them. But if you can give them what they want, that's the easy way. And that's how we survive in this world. You may have a skill here, which is so big that, in fact, when we talk about the competence status, you'll be high. You go to a certain place and you are useless.
That's true.
Because they don't need it there. So even if you have that kind of competence,
it's useless to them.
It's useless to them. You have to learn their ways to fit in.
Yeah.
So Adam, I will advise him. He should learn how the whole thing is going. And then he can survive in it. Or he should just keep quiet and do his best.
I see. Thank you. Barrister, you can continue from there.
Adam is a legend.
Of course, we will not question his legendary status. But as to how he is still not seeing the negative energy and how to capitalize on it is our discussion.
And with this, I would want to find out how do they define the negativity and the positivity in the music space.
So yesterday, let's use Stone's example. Yesterday, Stone said when he went to meet Kendrick Lamar, he saw some people tweeting about they were doing a share, and he thinks it is because their favorite could not come. He sees that as negative.
So to him, he has defined his level of negativity, which of course, we can't question people online. Their behavior become questioned. But with this particular statement that Adam is making, I would want to find out his negativity point of view and his positivity point of view. Because if you want to look at one of the people who have survived in the industry is Adam from the last two labels. Because when you look at the last two labels, we had the likes of Tiny, Chicago, yes. But no, Kwao, you will not even mention Kwao because he has been
at some point.
He has been, yes. But Adam is one who was like, yes, who has been attached to Amma, even though at the time he was a bit big in the Volta region then. But he has maintained his stance, and I think he should be giving himself that credit that he has, been here, whether positive or negative, he has been here. So I do not want to side with him with that negative sales or negative. Sometimes when they are making the statement, they need to give us that credit that we also have that level of intelligence to question whatever statement they put out there. You can't just make a vague statement and then would want us to just accord you that kind of,
just take it.
Yes, take it.
Hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah, it doesn't add up. I'm struggling. I'm struggling to make a point out of what he said, because if negative sells What is your focus? What is your investment? Are you also going to invest in the negativity so that you can put your brand on that level? If the positive sells, are you also aiming to invest in the positivity to put the brand on that level? That should be your focus. Adam should just tell us that, okay, fine, I have reached a point where the money is not coming. I don't have the resources. And he's not having any big label supporting him. He's not gaining that mileage the way others are getting.
Yeah.
You know, the crazy days are over. People are now looking to the TikTok age where they want to find new music, new
sound.
Yes. So if you can't find yourself in that space, then it's better you go back and have some chill in Dubai.
Chill in Dubai.
Yeah,
with what money? With what money?
So that is. But if you think that the platform, let's take the traditional media, is selling or is dwelling more on the negative vibe. What are the negative vibe there? That you are talking about. Elsewhere, if it is the negativity, probably they are doing drugs in their music. That is how they define the negativity, because of the drugs, the guns, the shows in their music videos. They target that as their negative stuff, and that also sells because people pump money into it and they get the gigs that they want. People also go and then they, plan their own arrests. People arrest them and then huge they become. Akalan became so huge because he went and tattooed his eyeball.
Yeah.
Which nobody did before. That to him may be positive, but to the industry it is negative because nobody has done that. Yes. Yeah. So as an artist, you need to define the negativity or the positivity and then declare your stand. If it is in a negative that you want to promote in more recognized way, do it. People will buy into it. People will love you for that. But if you think that you are the positive vibe, you are the Jesus-like character, and that is what you have portrayed,
made up your mind.
Yes. That should always be your focus. Don't come back and complain that the industry is only about negativity and stuff. You can also say that all the people who are making it today, who are in the media space, are all making their successes because they are all dwelling on negative vibes. It doesn't make sense to me.
Okay.
So,
yes, Nana, I've come through. What do you also add to the negative agenda that seems to be worrying celebrities? Yesterday it was Stonebwoy, and now it is Adam.
Brass, I think yesterday I said here that I agree with the point Stonebwoy was raising, and I was happy it was coming from somebody like him, because it is something we should all be worried about. Well, negativity is a bit relative. I mean, what the media will even see negative, a musician might not see it as negative.
As such, okay.
And what the musician will be seeing as negativity, the media will not see it as negativity. I think yesterday you mentioned Shatta case where he went to US, played a gig, nobody talked about the gig, and then he just decided to put something there, and within some few minutes everybody was talking about it. And then he was like, you see, I played a gig and nobody talked about it, and now I put a fake thing out there, you are all on it discussing it. I mean, for me, I think that is what Adam is trying to point out. That is
that when you do positive,
yes,
when you do something good,
that is, we have normalized that in our space. So when people are even, we always say that, negativity sells, and that has made everybody to have come to accept that. Okay, then if I do the positive, nobody will talk about it. Already the person will not even make any efforts to even try
any positive because he knows it won't
thinks he have heard, people are saying the negativity goes. If you do the negative, it will fly. If you do the negative, so today you have a very beautiful female talent, And instead of the person putting in efforts to come up with positive vibes, you know, concentrating on her music, putting down ideas where he can use to promote herself and all of that, he will just release one single, and the next thing he says nude photos or semi-nude photos are out there without any proper plan.
You want to talk about the towel? The towel.
You think it works? Those who are doing that.
It has worked for some people.
Can you give one example?
Negativity.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe when some comes in mind, I will mention it. But negativity have helped for a lot of people. But in fact, when people were even, I'm coming. In fact, when people were even at a point, they did not understand some of us, our understanding in beef. They were describing beef as negativity.
Exactly.
I am not describing. I will not see it like that. But Shatta coming back to the industry was basically built on that beef thing. That was the thing that gave him that strong comeback. It was for the beef. In fact, so at some point when we are building show, everybody is expecting that promoters will put Shatta and Sammy on the same show. And that was what was giving them that vibe, the crowd. Everybody wants to go and see what will happen. Do you remember the last time we went to the stadium when Shatta and Sammy was on? You could feel that euphoria, what people's expectation. And that came out of the beef that was between Sammy and Shatta. Somebody would describe that as negativity.
But don't you think that is wrong? That's why I was asking you, can you give me one example of anybody who is striving on that, the kind of definition they are giving? So we should, that's why some people are doing outrageous things and it's not working, but they think negativity sells, so they are doing no.
Like the tower.
Yes. People who are winning are not doing the kind of negativity that people want us to know. Because me, honestly, if you do that negativity thing, you won't get anywhere. Those who are winning are not doing negativity thing.
But from the point that he's making, I'm trying to get them on some level. Now, so if let's say he put up a song and nobody responds to the songs, and then he comes out to maybe attack somebody, then the media listen. Now
people will still not respond to the song. They will respond to the
but it's not about, you see, it's not about the individual. It's about the attitude. Like the accepted attitude, that's the problem.
Yes, I'm just trying to get the scenario well. Then, you see, what is the attitude of the Ghanaian audience? Is it that we love the negative vibes or we love the positive vibes?
It's global. It's global.
So now I continue. Yes.
Yeah, but
continue and be wrapping up.
Yes. So what I'm saying is that I think if you're a musician and you are worried about the fact that maybe you are doing donations, you are doing positive vibes, you are playing gigs.
Yesterday, I saw a post from Tiny, who I think Messi has said something about
Asamoah.
Nobody. He's one of the best goal scorers. And Tiny was like, you see, nobody is talking about. If it had been Abena Koko, we will be talking about all over.
It is true. It is a fact.
Yes. But that's
if we research, even today, I saw on Anas Ameria, it was just now that I saw that he won. I think international black journalist of the just this December, 4th December 2021. Nobody is talking about it, but tomorrow Anas will bring an expose, and everybody, people, you see some of the people taking side, and then some of them will be trying to insult or attack him for putting out those things and all of that. That my worry, and the reason why I want to agree with them is that, you see, we have accepted a certain attitude in our society which is wrong.
And what attitude is that?
That is the way we have come to normalize the fact that negativity is always the right way to go. That is what we are putting into people's head. But there are people who are doing positive things. Like Chemo, you just even mentioned that people are doing positive things and they are winning. So why are we not talking about the positive things people are doing to make those who are now coming up feel like, no, Charlie, if I do the positive things, this is what I'm going to get. You understand?
Let's
But
blame
we
the traditional media for that.
yes, that is where I'm coming. We, the traditional media, and in fact the platform that validates societal behavior and attitude, are accepting the negative stars and validating them, and it's making everybody feel like, oh, it is normal. When you come into the writing space, there are a lot of you see when Adam was talking, he said lack of resources. People are just, in fact, if our industry was the type that we have certain proper structures, you know, MPP promised us theaters, they've not built it, and there are art and creative journalists who wants to see results of such kind. People will be making reports and news in that to chase, coming up with positive agenda to get that thing from this government. You understand? If there are a lot of topical issues about our resources and other things in entertainment space, and writers or journalists are writing about them, you see that people will be, at the end of the day, be consuming more positive content than the negative. But because we lack those things, in fact, when it gets to politics, the entertainment side is just about 5%. When they want to talk about in the entertainment sector, they just brush it off.
Don't you look at it from this point that the traditional media is also feeding on the social media?
Oh yes, that's what
I'm saying.
And they are feeding the negative. They are feeding on the negative.
Yes,
too.
And
yes,
the negative. Why is the negative flying on social media? Is because if a user A bring up a certain topic, the engagement there is more than when he brings a positive one. And when the engagement is very, very high,
then traditional media will know that this is what the people are interested in.
And that is where I am saying that it is wrong for platforms that validate the attitude of society to be doing some of these things, because you're also contributing to the negativity. Like at the end of the day, if those things develop to give us bad image or bad results, you are also to be blamed.
obviously.
You get it? So if there's a way to go about issues, there's a way to address or talk about positive stars, and we are not talking about them, and then always it's just about the talking. I've always been saying that when you come to Ghana from January to December, there hasn't been a single time that you see the people talking about, let's say, this water. Maybe they want this water field, and they will start talking about it today. Tomorrow they will drop it. They will come and talk about this phone without even getting the results for this thing. So you see that from January to December, it is all talk throughout. No results. So and people, there are certain people in our side that are deliberate. Politicians are part of it. Even the musicians, they also create stunts.
They take advantage of
Yes. So you were asking that how can they take advantage of some of the negativity? To me, I think most of our people lack that proper PR agency works in their teams. Because if you have those things, you will not be worried about whether the industry is full of negativity or not. You will still do what you want to. You will be daring, and then you will get the success you need. Because at the end of the day, you know that even if there's something negative about you and it is not true, you know there's an agency there that has to deal with those things for you. So that thing will not scare you. I think most of our celebrities like Edem would not want to even mingle themselves with certain bloggers and certain people or certain activities in the industry, because they feel like, Charlie, this thing, if I ever go talk about them, no, then they will do it like they will do it like. So for me, I think they should pay attention to their PR bodies. They should also, come up with ways like we've seen some of their top artists are doing. Somebody like Shatta. If you want to write negative about him, he also has a way to respond to it that it will, at the end of the day, it will be a win for him. So they should also think about some of those ideas and then, use it to their advantage.
Okay, Chemo, I saw you wanted to add something.
Yeah, I think I have one problem with how or what they call negativity. I think going forward, we should define it and then put our winning artists or the people that we think they are on top and see whether they are applying those things to win or not. Then we will see that, in fact, A lot of them are not doing that.
Okay.
Just that sometimes the things that you don't like, you call it negative.
No, but there are some things that
there
are some things that are affecting some of our celebrities that they don't even talk about. Some of the negative write-ups. Embassies as a result of somebody's story, they have faced certain problems.
Yes,
you understand? People, some of the celebrities are even depressed or stressed because of some of these discussions and all of that. Yeah, so I mean, we need to tackle it. I understand that when they come out to talk about some of these things.
But we should define negativity well. My problem is that the way we define it, it will affect the up and coming artists because their attitude and how they even act when they are coming up. It won't take them anywhere, but they think negativity sells. So that's the
approach they are going.
Yes, so we should define it well so that they know what
show business is how you play it. Sometimes that's how I put it. Show business is how you play it. What you might see as negative, someone might not see as such. Yes, so someone can also capitalize on what you guys think is negative and he'll be cashing in. Then he'll sit somewhere and say,
that person is daring.
So this man asked something. What is the attitude of the people you are dealing with? What do they want?
And how can you give it to them?
Give it to them and let's go. After all, it's show business. It is not for the Pope.
Like Papi Coco is taking
show business. Like Papi Kojo just did. So yesterday, I'm sure if that another artist say Omo Yemi.
Yes.
And also come attacking. But he did not say you know. Ako changing na ikrompo your friend say. The username. Ako Papi Coco.
And people are, you know, I watched his engagement, Twitter engagement. It wasn't bad.
People are loving it.
The only mistake he's doing is not releasing any song. But now he should have released Papi Coco.
Okay, so another thing that I would want us to. I don't know whether this will still it will still be around the. I don't know whether it will still be around the negativity thing or not. But I'm going to talk about Nanama Mcbrown. Nanama Mcbrown has been away on a show that has made her popular in recent times, or better still, a show that has made her relevant. Maybe that one will sit well. A show that has made her relevant in recent times, United Showbiz on UTV. She has been away on the show for quite a longer time. While she was away, there were speculations. Those who thought, oh, it is because she's pregnant. Those who thought it is because she's traveled to go give birth. She's back saying that, or telling us that it is none of the above. But unfortunately, once again, she wasn't specific on what is keeping her away from the show. Out of that, people are taking advantage of her space on social media. People creating accounts that are not real or genuine. Accounts that she does not even know about. And she has addressed the issue. I would want us to watch the video, come back and discuss how she wants the general public to take what she came to tell us. She's actually said this on a YouTube platform that she calls Mcbrown TV. And that was where we got this information. Let's watch a bit of it. When we come back, we are sure going to have another discussion. Like I'm asking, is this also hinging on negativity or maybe something different? Watch it, we'll be back.
Yes, it's a good news to say that Nanama Mcbrown is pregnant or has given birth, and not to talk of twins, which is very beautiful. And people are lying to you. They're happy for me somehow, but I feel like a lot of people are lying to you. And this is what I say, don't believe everything you see on social media. That would have been so lovely. But I bet you I have not given birth. I have not given birth, and my only child, my blessed baby, my lovely baby that I'm always grateful to God for, is your baby, your lovely one, baby Maxine. Yes, baby Maxine. You can find her out on Baby Maxine TV on YouTube or on Instagram. I am Baby Maxine, or my page as the mother. I am Amma Mcbrown. There is no other page on YouTube, whether underscore, whether dash, or whether GH, or whatever. My baby has only one YouTube page, Baby Maxine TV. The news has been around before they said I've been sacked from UTV, yes. I've not been sacked. No, I've not been sacked. No, we are family. Again, sa YouTube pages now. Meaning, say I'm feeding a lot of people on YouTube, which is normal. And which is good. You have your daily bread, but don't deceive people. So YouTube pages, on man channel, on man media, one gun and one why no GH page na mpamucho mu deceiving cover just to get numbers on YouTube and get money, no. I think a time is coming now. Be careful, kaka. When you're very careful. All those channels now multimedia Photoshop. Echo from your old face. Ede menim beto ho na mo de obi magu me ho Photoshop no. It's all lies. I am not pregnant. I've not given birth to twins. Neither have I given birth to a boy or whatsoever. Mr. We am so mom sremu na mon kan sem. Asem na sia ade ni je say. Mususu mom srem en kan sempi na anya dofo bi anka me nyia no. Because any munyam ka efe. But the choir modern nam so ne mutchi camera simwanim na muchechem na wawo Canada na ebi muso kro no mto me ticket. Emma me nene nyame hummobo.
Okay, that was Nana Mcbrown, and I still did not get why she was not on the show. She's only worried about people saying she's giving birth. If you have watched the full video like I have, at a point, her daughter, that is the one that we know, baby Maxine, came and said that, "Mommy, the baby is taking your shoe." And I don't know what that was all about. While she was on this recording, baby Maxine came and said, "Mommy, baby, mommy, baby has taken your shoe." Then she said, "Ah, that was baby Maxine talking to me." So which baby had taken the shoe? Why is she not on the show? Like, it was not clear. And the fact that people are creating fake accounts in her name online. Once again, is Nana Mcbrown not verified? So she says it simply. If the page is not verified, it is not my page. Chemo is an online down here. Chemo, what's happening?
Yeah, a lot of things.
Then the cost.
A lot of things and cost. I mean, one, may advising is say, ma Oma be more in terms of the online presence. Now, fake accounts in there or one try say or getting rid of at least they're big, they should get rid of them. Wouldn't mean money now.
If I'm talking about fake account, it's a Shatta is a fake account to be a or you should Charles Nyama Mensa. I want Baku over 600K following. And no see a fake, people don't even know.
Yeah.
And Shatta to whom I also say.
I know that babies are not and a big idea, then you should be concerned. But or more mobile could get to that, and then I want her on your tree. Ube chasing fake accounts.
Oh, this one is big. In fact, when you mention Charles Nyama Mensa, it counts.
Yeah, a very big idea, you have to let them get rid of it because a baby compete one kasa, which is a problem. And then they say a big idea at certain number like 600K they Charlie is too much.
Almost a million.
Even at 100K cry, you have to start worrying about that account. And say get rid of it. And it's not difficult, especially for celebrities like Nana Mcbrown and Shatta, for instance. But I think one problem that they are having is Oman handle Omonema. In the BBC on there are a lot of things on there. Oh yeah.
Well, I have watched the full video, so I think I have more information.
Yeah.
She said there is one official page on Facebook that she has handed over to someone handling for her. So there's one, I think, official Mcbrown, that she said in the video that she's handed it over to someone to actually check.
Yes, but the thing is, I don't say, oh, you posting some man.
Yes.
And now, or checking an online presence, more like an online manager, or fishing out. And yes, or no one be now catch then you take action. So,
and people are using the pages to dupe others, taking money and things.
Oh, yeah.
Or the WhatsApp message share, only pakodi Tigo, Tigo for one friend, Tigo cash, and number to come for or the WhatsApp or natural in the video.
Yeah. And so why proactive kakada, those things will happen. And yes, won't mean preventing you know, and dear even you mukra me say this guy Ronaldo money mess mukra the me kai say we interviewed Van Vicker time me okay and now obi inbox or Jamaica na or pay Van Vicker but obi inboxing is Van Vicker baby yare na omo jiji ska kwhwe na opeso chase ka ni bi okay nti obusa KSM show ye interview nti obusa say ya pa na ana mkaje say nyampa na Van Vicker ba yare kwa na o inbox no say omra meboa no enka ebe official obi abi hu that there will be a lot of things for you to know say it's coming from Van Vicker. It will be in a private message in Sanya that the ma on responded. And I said it's good that she asked because the way I know Kasana, she was ready to pay. And you know, when you are online and you are big, like a celebrity or an influencer, now sadly we know one active kakra. Some of these things will happen.
Yeah.
In the Mcbrown, for instance. Onya obia obema no privileges be because when you see something like this follow up for me. Some of this is just a matter of writing to Facebook, especially when you are big like that, and then they will take action. And one cause I won't mean trouble because all other things are here. And the pe will be on here like on go through the procedure to get rid of them. In fact, we have done some for some people, so we know what we are talking about. So one cause I want to make follow on here. And with Ninsamana amount for speculating or another the best way to counter is to come out like the way our banner. And on my chances there are any I say or no kind of person go food into or moment know about out. And yes, answer she should be coming quicker. Like when rumor be by they say no, you have a platform and it's big enough to get your message across. And the rumor be by so address it quick, then you come on your platform and address it. So that so be can then people will even
make
fight for
reference
you.
to it.
But all my nature there. You are just helping them to feed, and they will do it. In fact, Obo big reading Obo GH page, Ghana 1 TV,
Obo GH page,
and Omo big. They are big platforms. Sometimes if you don't take care, wow content crowd, they can compete with you and even win. And then you have to be quick on it. And also so she should be coming out quicker than they will buy you. Wamana check. And I say, if you are obese or so, any just that if it is damaging, and I say emotionally, it can cause something, and then you can. Like,
did you get why she's not coming on the show from?
No, not at all. Not at all. She didn't say it, and it will give room for speculations as it's going on. They say, "What to me at the bank?" Some of them like say, "Now almost say me my wo, or year no free ho." Almost say, "Yasake me," or just say it's not true. Still, I no more is in contact and all that. They are kind of fine and also free ho, but still. Why are you not there in the one can? So people will still speculate. Speculation, you know, a better cause.
And you were not sure of when you were even coming back.
Yes, and now they will give different reasons. They will not give birth and other thing. I know you know. Now they will sit up and say, okay, then let's say every crowd no be akun. Will show so and now like they can give wild and then it will still better. This what can be found. Say this and this, or even if you don't want to disclose, you can say something closer to it. that people can reference and say, Onisu because ebia or yare or son or yare, and I say, okay, not on him, and I BBC, and I ne car be like, say something, a man for be you and not to defend you, even if it's not strong enough.
The reality. Okay.
But if you don't give anything at all, the speculation will continue. And it's sad, and sometimes it's hard when while working so hard and people are doing these kind of things. You or making reference to be said, maybe craft friend or like the longer video. I know, oh, what would they then like they are happy, but it's not true. And now, having I was able to explain it to them, say, oh, and yes, I like it's a whole lot. But the truth is that it will not stop. So you find a way to minimize it by hiring somebody. That's the person's job.
Who is on the job?
Yes.
To providing first-hand information to these people.
Yes. Go after these people. Those who are doing this, go after them. Say the bay, I'll be getting rid of that fake account and all that. Just a they be before home make I as a moja and there could be a no mammy who ye na obi discuss or more the cobonza. And on the sad part, and they say people buy into such things.
Yeah, people fall for them.
Yeah, they fall for them and pay money to the fraudsters.
I see.
It's sad, but you can't do much in
all right, Nana Reagan, continue from there. Nana Mcbrown, the information to dispel rumors and the fact that it is still not firm and solid enough.
I think they cause some of the problems she is facing today, especially with regards to social media pages coming up. Nana Mcbrown. Sometimes they see those things, but they leave them unconcerned, and it has some of these results or consequences. So I think, like Chemo was saying, they should get people to follow up on some of this. I was talking about PR agency a while ago. If you have a proper professional agency, in fact, there are people who are tasked to monitor your social media pages, handles, what if there are fake name or accounts to your page, what their activities are and all of that. People are tasked to do just that.
I know someone who is doing such a job, and anytime their name appears on Google platform, they get notification. So they go to trace who is saying what.
People are just doing that job, just that in agencies. So if you have such people around you, immediately they will be chasing some of these pages down, that you won't even have to sleep and get worried or sleepless nights over them. They have to, that is their work. They are tasked to make sure that, okay, I am Nana Mcbrown is verified. So this is the only official page on Facebook, Instagram, and then Twitter. The other ones are fake. So it is said that we take them down. Of course, you can't take all of them down, because as you take them down, people will also be creating. So then you make your message clear that, okay, apart from this page, if you deal or engage with any other page, you are doing that at your own peril. So that at any time when you are receiving messages of, oh, somebody is using Tigo Cash 2 or Vodafone Cash 2, collect money from these people and all of that, those people have to blame themselves and not you, the celebrity. But if you sit down and then you watch,
okay, so her page on Instagram is verified. That one is verified. That is I am Mcbrown.
Yes.
That one is highly verified. That one is I am Mcbrown, and if you go into
I think the Facebook
Nana Mcbrown.
The Facebook page she is claiming to have given to somebody is also verified. I think I've seen that on Facebook.
Okay.
Yes. So I mean, you should just make his message clear to people that because of fake accounts and people's activity on scam activities on social media, if they want to deal with Nana Mcbrown, this is the page they have to engage or speak to.
Because on Facebook, I just opened Facebook and we have Nana Mcbrown fan page.
Plenty.
We have Nana Mcbrown official yes. Nana Mcbrown.
Do you know the dangerous one are the ones that comes with Mcbrown news, Mcbrown this, Mcbrown that, Mcbrown. Everybody will be creating any page on social media just for the person's own interest. So, I mean, when you see them, don't sit down. I mean, come out and address them. Because at the end of the day, if there are any scam relating stories or things comes against your page, of course, they will drag you into it.
Yeah.
So they shouldn't just sit down and, leave the things, ignore them like that. And then at the end of the day, you come up and you be calling GH page and all of that. I mean, with regards to her UTV absence and all of that, I mean, she did not touch on them. So me, I want to leave it like that. And that will not stop people from speculation or making their own opinions why they think they are not coming on the page, on the show. If you think you have any message for the public, you need to drop those messages. If you don't, then allow them to make whatever speculations. But with, recognized channels and, media platforms that you just, go out and then you make any news.
Even edit photos.
You understand? Those, I mean, I don't know if there's a way she can take legal actions against those things. I'm not too...
No, if she wants to. As much as she has clear evidence and she can locate or
then
identify
she
the
should,
media
then
houses.
she should do that. I mean, it is not something we should also be encouraging as media people.
Okay.
You can't just wake up and then you go and edit Chebo's photo and then you say whatever you want to say because you think if you mention Chebo, you get numbers or you get views, so you just do anything like that. I mean, we shouldn't validate that attitude for people to be doing. I mean, these are some of the things Adam was trying to talk about. So the people should be careful.
Okay, thank you. Barrister, you have the last bite, then we look at the very last story before we wrap up.
With my first would have to be with the pages things. As for the fake pages, no matter what you do, no matter how you try to
fight it,
you still get it. There are people who are not even celebrities. People create accounts in their names and use it to scam people. So as for that one, looking at her
stature
as a celeb, she should have to know a way of creating that awareness. There are pages like the fan Mcbrown fan page. If it is for a good purpose, there are people who love it. She can authenticate one or two, and then those pages can promote her stuff as fan pages. So,
but that should start with her discussion. You don't start it before she comes to know.
And you see, and another thing is how many of these people who genuinely love these celebrities would have access to them. How many of them? So if let's say I love Mcbrown and I want to create a fan page for her to be promoting her stuff, nothing more, nothing less, then I would have to ask her permission. I don't have contact. How do I get the access?
But if you want to do that, you can't take your time to do that. At least go through the mail, go through our available channels to get her. At least to verify and to certify that this is my thing.
You see, sometimes
I'm aware.
Yes, I'm aware. Like she mentioned that one page she's given to a guy to be handling, and the guy is handling it perfectly according to her.
That is her Facebook, like official Facebook.
Yeah.
That is it. But I'm just talking about the fun ones, because no matter what you do, the fun ones are going to crop up.
Because most of them create it out of loyalty or love for you.
Out of love and stuff like that. But there are some, no matter what you do, for their own parochial interest, they will create those pages to dupe people. And like I say, if you are not even a celebrity, they will create accounts in your names and use it to dupe. The military people are suffering a lot. People create accounts with their pictures and use it to scam people in the name of recruitment.
So I know that thing.
If you are not smart enough, you fall a victim of it. And with her absence on TV, especially the Showbiz,
United Showbiz.
The United Showbiz, it calls for a lot of worries. People love her for that show. And then I would add that personally, I started loving Mcbrown because of the United Showbiz, because I realized that aside the acting, she could host perfectly well on television as this, like. And then later I realized that the woman is no more on set, and today is this person, tomorrow is that person, another day, and it's becoming so boring. And a lot of us started saying that the show has
becoming
lost,
boring, eh?
yeah, the show has lost its main purpose. The focus is no more what it is now. So this video that she did should have given her that platform if she solely respects the viewers, especially the numbers that she has
built
got,
for the
yes.
platform, yeah.
And then how she has built that platform over the period. She should have used the platform to, you know, in a way apologize for her absence and give 1 or 2 reasons why she is not available, and then continue to say that, okay, within this space I will come back and take. But if you just make an open statement, I have not been sad,
Oh yeah. So what is keeping you
what
at
is
home?
keeping you away from the show? And if it is absence, then why should we be having different hosts all the time? If it is absence, I know that if it is show that people host on telly, there is a way they put up someone that, okay, for this period,
host.
yes, this person is going to sit in for you for this period. So if you are not there, you give us a lot of rooms to question why you are not on the set. And that, you can't blame anybody for it. You can't blame. And then with the pregnancy thing, what if it is true that you are pregnant?
She said it is not true.
And it is your private issue again. But don't also forget that people know people, people know people. She could be pregnant, I'm just saying it. She could be pregnant and want to keep it private. Well, how about that Abena person who knows you, who also went to tell Kofi not to tell somebody? Kofi also goes.
You sure go to the hospital.
Yes.
Even if you want to travel outside, you sit in a plane.
Yeah.
You go through checks. Someone will see you. That person knows another person.
Even your house.
People have decided to be quiet with their traveling staff. Okay, let's say you are traveling outside the country, you will not tell anybody. But immediately you get to the airport, people know that you are traveling. Because there are people who are working at the airport that know people. So sometimes, if it is private stuff they want to do, they have to know how to handle it. So if they are pregnant, keep it private. If you are not, then have a way, make a statement. The video, I will not fault it, but Nanama Mcbrown as a brand, I think it would have been better if she had come up with a proper statement, especially with the Showbiz thing. So, because a lot of people are now saying that the Showbiz is no more what it is. It's losing focus, it's losing its stance and stuff like that. And this is an award-winning platform that we are talking about. So she should find another way to come.
And something beats my mind. Not long ago, when Afia Pokua, aka Vim Ladies issue came up, we saw Despite writing a press release to debunk those allegations.
And even that statement too was also an open one. That one, some of us also.
So you said that one was what?
It was more about the company, but this one is individual.
No, it was about a presenter who is off air and other colleague presenters talking about it.
Exactly.
So it became a house, like
in-house, like more like a fight in-house. But this one is Nanama Mcbrown against.
But so have they not heard that the general public is wanting to see why she is not on the show, and that there will be the need for them to put the same letter out they did for the first one? So why are they also allowing the speculation?
This is a choice. Maybe they are enjoying the trends in it.
No, not
maybe
even.
They are also enjoying it. But I think if it's a worry to her, then she should be coming regular. And in her case, she has a platform with huge numbers. She should just be regular there and talk to her people, and she will be fine.
Okay, thank you. To the very last story, Coded has mentioned Shatta as his attitude of releasing songs constantly being the cause of their breakup of the group called 4x4. They were a group of 3. And according to Coded, he said at a point when they realized the way Shatta was releasing songs back to back like 2 weeks, he will release like 3 banging songs. They were there and they're feeling like, are we being lazy? Just one person is releasing songs back to back and group of 3, we are not seeing top. Then let me also go and release songs. According to him, he said that was the breakup cause of their breakup. And I want to believe that it is not as if it was negative. It was positive things Shatta was doing. I've seen stories that are painting a picture like, okay, it was Shatta who negatively caused their breakup. But no, he is not saying that. He spoke about it. He said, Charlie, they were in a group and they wake up and Shatta has released like 4 hit songs. And they are there, a group. Are they way far. And they thought, no, we should all go and do our separate things. Let's watch the interview with my boy Larry Bozils on Class TV. Larry Bozils on Class TV. And when I come back, I'll ask my people how they also understand what Coded was talking about. Watch it. I'll be right back.
What actually influenced 4x4? What actually influenced you guys? What actually influenced 4x4? What actually influenced you guys to say, let's go on a solo project?
I think it would basically be the fact that that was the era where a lot of singles was coming from Shatta. I think a lot of songs, that was the season, the era where he was releasing countless hit records.
Okay.
Like he will release a song today, give it max 2 weeks, he's out with another song. Lie? That's true, right? Okay. So that was putting every musician on their toes. Like you're working, but you're not working enough. You need to work harder, meet up to that level. And it's good when it's healthy competition. So we decided that, okay, we need to do our solo project. Then when we add it to our group projects, it will fly.
What actually influenced 4x4? What actually influenced you guys to say, let's go on a solo project?
I think it would basically be the fact that that was the era where a lot of singles was coming from Shatta. I think a lot of songs, that was the season, the era where he was releasing countless hit records.
Okay.
Like he will release a song today, give it max 2 weeks, he's out with another song. Lie? That's true, right? Okay. So that was putting every musician on their toes. Like you're working, but you're not working enough. You need to work harder, meet up to that level. And it's good when it's healthy competition. So we decided that, okay, we need to do our solo project. Then when we add it to our group projects, it will fly.
What actually?
Okay, so Chamo will start this as the unofficial pocket lawyer of Shatta. He's going to start this particular one, as in what he's saying, the understanding to the general audience, and what it means to them as a group.
Yeah, big ups to Pam. Why are they? Why influencing people in very positive way? But the sad thing is that if you don't take care, if you don't get it right, you mess up like the way 4S4 messed up. Yeah.
You think the decision messed them up?
Yeah, of course. You can't keep up, and you are still trying to imitate somebody, or he's outlier, more like on normal or no other normal person. And if you want to do the same thing as he's doing. You struggle. Oh, be the gas. Yeah, you get exhausted and along the line over yes, and that's what happened to them. And positively, Shatta hard work was motivating them to do more.
But
and
unfortunately,
they were not strong enough, or they didn't have that capacity
to keep up.
And almost falling apart, because a bass and maybe okay, one person can release 2 songs within that period, you know. The other person couldn't. Now, after the night, okay. And then you man seminar na me you, you know. Mami ami I think I know a 2 After getting that motivation, you know, they decided to see their strength, you know, or maybe test unconsciously. If one is releasing 2, 3 within that month, and one crowd went to me release, yeah. Okay, into the job, and I think I was the one doing it. So let me continue. And this thing happened to them. So I think the moral of this story or the whole thing is when you see something is doing something, somebody is doing something positive, and you want to copy, don't do the blind copy. Study it well. Learn it well. And then ask yourself if you have the capacity to keep up.
To do it, yeah.
If you don't
try.
Accept it that this is my level. Maybe today I will do it in my own way to get to that point. But if different areas and even in life, obi who send a friend at a car, but Omusa a quite fast talk car. Omusa Juma or the talk car. Omusa baby you free, but there are a whole lot. I remember before you see the car, but you only see the car. Okay, so let me also do my thing and get the car. But your thing will take you maybe about 5 years to get the same car. But no, and then who need to watch in fact, you'll be exhausted. Like you use all your energy for the first year, you don't get the car, and something else happened to you. So when you see people like Shatta and the way they do their things, you can study them. But if you want to go their path, ask yourself if you have the same capacity or you have the same level to keep up. Because even if we take the music thing out, some people are also imitating him in terms of the way or casa anyhow or pushing him on, and they are failing. The same way, because you are different from Shatta Wale is different from you.
You can't be him.
You can't be him. We are ordinary, any even how or connected to the media people how are connected with Nkofu how Nkofu be penance so much. You don't know how or yeno. And it the woman say within better, hey, shut up, hey, we want now all the Shatta house, hey, now, yeah, and do so baby. Masa, you ever what to baby? You can't. The best that you can do is to call Shatta Wale or find a way to connect with him and ask him, how are you doing this? Never the yes, set that one, then you will get some information that you say, this one the any Shatta I can't do. And I say, okay, this one there I can do something. Something like that. So don't just watch anybody and their success and try to imitate just like that. No. Study them, know the details.
Okay.
Before you act.
Okay. Yes, Barrister, we are wrapping up.
Coded the statement is just like a lazy man's trying to blame another person for his own failure. 4x4, right?
Yeah.
A group born out of Bubak. Is even older than the brand Shatta Wale.
No. Okay, no. Brand Shatta Wale. Okay, that one you get it. Yeah. I thought as in the Shatta Wale as a human being.
No.
Yeah. No, that one you are right.
That's why I want you to understand.
Yeah.
Because 4x4 as a group is bigger, or let's say older than the brand Shatta Wale at the time. So why would you say that? Because they were releasing, Shatta was releasing a song back to back, when at the time it was not just back to back song that he was releasing, but because back to back response to a beef that was ongoing at the time. Why do you want to split yourself and enter something that was not even? Because at the time the space then was charged for a beef. Let's not take that away from Shatta Wale.
Shatta was also releasing hate songs.
Then the hit songs
had jabs in it.
Yes, were like constant response to Sammy's reply. And some were direct connected to Samini, whether he replies or not.
He will just give it to him.
Yes.
Some were even for the entire industry.
Yes. And some were for Shatta House. Okay. There were no songs that were, let's say, social issues and stuff, songs that were put out there that you can just, or love songs that were put out there, then you can just say that there were songs that Shatta was releasing, so you could. That is why right now Shatta is struggling. He's still releasing songs every single week.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. The atmosphere then was just meant for Shatta and Samini at the time. So why would you say that? Because you were you realized that Shatta while he was releasing songs back to back, so you also decided to go solo. No.
To release songs.
No. There is more to that. The group 4x4 should spare us that excuse.
Oh, okay.
Yes, there is more to that, because even in the video, you realize that Captain Planet has blocked him on IG.
Yeah.
So it's because you went on solo to release your own songs or your own project. That is why Planet blocked you.
At the point, based on what he's saying, at the point, some will be exposed in terms of who is releasing more songs than others.
So obviously, there's something wrong in the group. Because in a group, probably somebody will be thinking that when we sit together to bring a song, my effort is more than somebody else's effort. And that kills the group. You get it? That killed the group. So for me, it is no to blame your split or your collapse on Shatta Wale. It is a no. Not in a negative way, like Bra Sammy said earlier. The main problem why the group split could also be pride. It could be most of the groups that have collapsed today is because of this same pride issue.
Among the members.
Because some of them think that now I'm the one who is like, I'm supposed to be the leader. You just joined the group. Some of us, you get it. Maybe Planet will think that he is oldest among them. Somebody else think that my voice is sweeter than somebody. Somebody also say Coded was just shouting on the song. How about that?
Oh no.
So for me, I think that he should or probably spare us with that. Shatta was releasing back to back his song, so we decided to. Because in any case, when they went on solo, it was only Captain Planet that we were hearing.
Yeah.
We didn't hear anything.
In fact, he has done more releases than all of them.
We didn't hear anything better from Coded or Abortion at the time he was called Abortion. Or Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
We didn't hear anything from them. And this is one of the groups that we love 4x4. Back then, we love 4x4. Don't go good yeah. So where is those vibes? So
dead vibes.
Yeah. And they are just trying to come back with all these blames and stuff like that.
Yes, Nana, we can do the last 3 minutes and let's wrap up. Our time is up.
Okay, it is good to be motivated by somebody to work hard. Yes, but in their case, I think the result was not a positive one. And it shouldn't have happened at all. I mean, you should take motivation or inspiration from people to be positive and not to be negative, as in splitting and going solo when you know. Like, what was the plan? When I was watching him, I was just asking, so this even confirms that most of our artists don't have a yearly plan, or, they just do things. Like,
they just do things
like
ad hoc plans.
They don't have proper plan, as in, okay, within 2020, by the first quarter I'm doing this, second quarter I'm doing that, third quarter. They don't have those things. So if you have that, the question I was asking myself, if 4x4 had that back then, Shatta Wale will be releasing songs back to back, but your focus in your projects within the year will lead you. It will urge you on that, okay, by March we have to do this. So Charlie, guys, let's go. So instead of Shatta Wale's back to back motivating you to split, it will rather motivate you to focus on your projects for the first quarter. Charlie, let's go and work with Charlie. Say right now boys make everybody so let's go. So yes, so it will rather put you guys together because the plan is about the three of you and not just a single person. And because they didn't have any plan for the year and they saw that okay, Charlie Shatta to me releasing on that for to me releasing, and you know, like Barrister was saying, pride. Some of them have that hidden pride in them. Maybe they've not made it known to their mates. They will feel like, oh, Charlie, I said me cry, they will cry me. So you see, they will start drawing back. Charlie, be crying maybe or Boga Jumbi, and then Charlie, Yakobo show baby girls be a crashing. So those things, I think there's more to their split than just the Shatta motivation factor. I mean, I don't want to believe that. There could be other issues, maybe coded. Don't want to, you know, talk about them in the public, but he just wants to use the Shatta back-to-back factor too. So next time, I think it's a lesson to him. I'm not sure he's going to find himself in any music group again. But if it happens, he should know the plans that they have as a music group. So if I have plan A, you focus on your plan. I think up to now, people are releasing back-to-back, you know, releasing hit songs and all of that. But artists who have that plan are still relevant in the industry.
That's true.
They are still working. They are making their success and achieving whatever success they want to achieve. So, I mean, it is not a good excuse for us to believe that is the reason why they split. So you should just come.
Well, I think to find time to discuss why groups in Ghana do not even last. We should find time to discuss.
We do that. Well, thank you so much. Another successful show just ended. That is the midweek edition here on Sammy Flex TV. Fantastic discussion, fantastic delivery by my pundits. So, who is your best pundit for the day? Keep voting, keep voting, keep voting. Professor Ankona Rebo is also watching. Tell us, go to the comment section and tell us who was your favorite today. It is just for the game and not for any hard feeling. Thanks to Barrister, the young one, the old one will come later. Barrister is the lead person for Benetton Music Group, aka Beam Nation. Oh, Beam Nation, I mean Beam Natives, around the world. He is their lead person. And thanks to Intim Dode Solomon, online manager, Flex Entertainment. He's also a digital content strategist. And that Reagan is a journalist, blogger, promoter, talent manager. And to the producers of the show, Digital Rasta Currency on camera, Richie Flex, the director and editor. Emmanuel Lapiji is the producer. Gideon Nilamtesin is our creative director. My name is Sammy Flex, chairman for the occasion. Until then, we'll meet tomorrow, same time, but more showbiz content on our platform. You can subscribe to us and enjoy some more. We do real showbiz and nothing else. We are out of here.